Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. This is the Mindset Mentor Podcast with Anissa. I am your host. How are you guys doing? I appreciate each and every one of you for always returning back to my videos. So very quickly, I got an email from this young man who was lamenting so much about his life. He made mention of the fact that for the last 11 years, his life has been moving in circles, that sometimes he feels really bad, and he feels like there is no need for him to even be amongst us, that perhaps he was not created to succeed, that his classmates and all of that, they are doing so good in their different places of, specialization and work and all of that, but he is in the same place and he has been there for the last 11 years. He lamented so much, and I promised to give him a call, and I did. After giving him that call, I decided to do this video. I do know that a lot of people will be in this place where they feel the same way, but it's important for you to recognize one thing that a lot of us do not know. It's important for you to recognize that our journey is different. Yeah, just as our faces, our needs, our wants, our hearts, our thoughts, and the way we process things is completely different. That is the same way our journey in this world is different. Some people start really early and, prosper very early and go through till the go that way till the end of their lives, and others start really late and prosper really late. The sun shines sometimes in the morning, other times on some people the sun shines in the afternoon, and on the other side of people the sun shines in the evening. I do know that a lot of us want to make something out of life when we are very young, where we are vibrant, where we can make use of whatever it is that we are making out of life. But it's important for you to know that does not necessarily depend on you. Sometimes God decides to make some of these decisions for us and, allow us walk through until when those doors will be open for us. I do not know who I'm talking to today. It's important for you to know that the journey is completely different. Your journey is different from the other person's journey. Some women get married at 22, some get married even at 18, some do not get married until 45. And that does not stop them from being women. And that should not stop you from being a man if you're not making progress right away. Now, it's a disservice for you to begin to sit back and begin to compare yourself with others. I do know that sometimes when you see your peers doing really great, you're only human. You want to begin to, evaluate what you are not doing right. And it's a good thing for you to want to evaluate, but it's important for you to know that if you are moving in circles for like 11 years, you want to change your strategy. We've had a lot of times when people say you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect to get a different result. Perhaps the strategy is not working well for you. You want to change your strategy and work as hard as you can and pray as hard as you can and see what God does. But at the end of the day, it's important to understand that you have to let God lead, because God's time is always preferable, and things will happen when they will happen. Sometimes God is not opening those doors for you because it's God. He knows that something that shouldn't reach you is behind the door. So God does not want you to be exposed to that most times, and that is why God may not open those doors that we are praying for. But for every point in life, there's actually one thing that is working for us. One of the major problems we have that a lot of young people are beginning to see right now, that is, making young people prosper as much as they are prospering now, is that we look out for the things that are not working for us instead of paying all our attention, putting all our energy on those things that are working for us. At every given point in time, there is something that is working or that is going to work for you. You have to evaluate yourself and look around you and look inward and search for that thing that is going to respond to you at that point in time. Then perhaps the other one might respond to you the next year, but do not spend your entire life waiting for what is likely to respond to you the next year. For that period of time, there are things around you that are likely to respond to you. You want to leverage on them, take advantage of them, and do the things that you need to do. But if you are in that place where you are looking at what is going on in the mainstream society, where people are coming to showcase their achievement on social media, and you are cussing yourself out, like, why is my own like this? Why am I moving in circles? It's important to bear in mind that the journey is not the same. Some people start very early, some people start midway, and other people start, out as in very late. But where we end at the end of the day is a determinant factor as to who made success and who did not. It's not about how you started, it's about your journey and where you are going to end. Never you ever forget that the journey is not the same. I have said this time and time again. The journey is different, okay? And, we have different ways of achieving things. A lot of people come from homes where they have a lot of support and others do not have. If you're in that place where you don't have support, you're trying to just make things happen by yourself. You want to give yourself some accolades. You want to appreciate yourself for the effort you are putting. You want to, motivate yourself and, encourage yourself. Sometimes you need you to be your best friend. You need you to be your greatest, encourager. And you need you to be there for you and to give yourself accolades when you begin to achieve, because it's really, really rough, especially when you look to the left, no support, you look to the right, no support. And unfortunately, from this part of the world where we are, it's usually the situation with people. One man is just going to stand alone, and that man is standing alone. The man is not even rooted yet. He's trying to drag everyone around, to come up with them. And so when you find yourself in that kind of situation, every time you try to demotivate yourself by telling yourself that you are moving in circles, that is a disservice to you. You want to give yourself an accolade, give yourself some accolade, and appreciate yourself for the things that you are achieving, and appreciate God for pushing you this far, and understand that the journey is different. Your friend may be flying in a private jet today. You might have a friend who is using first class today. You might have a friend who goes to London, New York, Atlanta, and comes back the next day. The next day you call them, they say they are in New York. The next day you call them, they say they are in Calabar. Yeah, those things happen, but it's important to know that the journey is not the same. Tomorrow you might be higher than that person. It's all in the hands of God. But the only thing you want to do to make the difference is to change your strategy if you think that you have been moving in circles, okay? Reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate your thought process. Reevaluate your selection process. Reevaluate, what is working for you and what does not seem to be working for you. And, be that best friend that you need, and encourage yourself in every situation, understanding that, the tough time that you are going through today is a learning curve for you. You're going to use that to build yourself and become stronger and be the best that you can be. But in all that you do not forget that the journey is not the same. I hope this brings value to you. I appreciate you for always returning back to my channel. Should you like my videos, kindly, consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell and follow us on all our social media handles or the Mindset Mentor Podcast with Anosom.